Alright, so I'm going to be doing a review on Captain Rex's Y-Wing. So, this set released in June of 2024 for a retail price of $13. And it has set number 75391, 99 pieces, 1 minifigure, and an age rating of 6+. Alright, so the one figure in this set is Captain Rex. And when this set released, this figure stirred up a lot of controversy, but I won't talk about that because the figure did release a couple months ago, so the discussion has kind of died down a bit. But as Captain Rex, it is pretty good. First off, he has great arm printing, which looks very nice. And it does include this cloth pauldron piece, which is fine. It's just these Lego pauldrons are not very accurate. The actual cloth piece is pretty oversized, which sucks because it covers up almost the majority of his arm. And technically, his ammo pouch is a bit oversized, but that's fine. And there is also some very, very slight weld marks on his torso, but they are very hard to see. And obviously, printed waist cape always sucks. And for his helmet, normally, I'm not the biggest fan of the helmet holes, but I feel like with this figure, his helmet looks perfectly fine. I don't know why, but the helmet holes are not a distraction whatsoever. It just looks good. And he does actually have an exclusive face, even with the little patch. And this is his back print. But I mean, overall, pretty good figure. Alright, so the main build is just Captain Rex's Y-Wing, but as a Microfighter. And first off, I would love to see a full-scale version of this ship. I think that would be really, really cool. But as a Microfighter, it's not bad. I would definitely have to say this is one of the better looking Microfighters. First off, at the front, there is of course the windshield, and I never understand why LEGO doesn't just use the combined version of those two pieces. And there is of course the incredibly common LEGO Star Wars control panel. And of course, Captain Rex goes right there. But it is 4 studs, so his legs could sometimes get stuck. When you actually put him in, he doesn't look too bad. And at the back, there are of course the main engines, and they do look pretty good. I definitely do like the pink thrusters. And they are just attached by one Technic pin. There is that other one, but all it does is it just kind of holds it in place because it isn't fully connected. And I do definitely like the blue detailing. I think that all looks pretty good. And the underside of the ship is not nearly as detailed, but it doesn't really have to be. And at the front, there are of course these 2 main blasters. And they don't actually fire, but there are 2 stud shooters. And we all know how those work. They're pretty simple. You just push down on the top, and then they, fire. And I am never going to find those things again. But I mean, otherwise, there's not too much to really talk about this. It's just a Microfighter. So they don't really have any major play features or any major detailing to point out. And I can't call it inaccurate because, well, it's not supposed to be accurate. It's just supposed to be a small little ship for kids. But I do definitely like Microfighters because they are just cheap ways to actually get some figures with a decent looking build. But sadly, they seem to be slowly being replaced by mechs. Overall, should you pick up the set? Yes, you probably should. It's simple. Captain Rex. It's Captain Rex. Alright, he's one of the most popular Star Wars characters, and arguably one of the most popular clone troopers just in general. So, getting a decent-looking Captain Rex in a $13 set is not bad. And obviously, the majority of us cannot afford a $650 UCS set. But overall, I would give the set about a 7 out of 10. And the figure is doing pretty much all of the heavy lifting.